So having a system like this where we could really visualize the chances of X amount of cards to be found, I can definitely see potential in this for any project I use in the future.
So the first one I want to talk about is this thing called machinations. Now, this actually came from the academic world, and I think from what I've found so far, it's the only successful game design academic kind of research thing that has also managed to sort of get across to the industry. And I think it's actually done that really, really well. So Machinations is well, it was actually created for games specifically. And he says our purpose is to bring balance to every system. So this is the interesting thing. It's not just games now. So that's what's really interesting. So our purpose is to bring balance to every system. Our mission is to support studios in shipping better games faster and lifting KPIs while avoiding catastrophes. Now, what I find really interesting is that this was for games, but it's gone broader, and we can see an example here as well of one of the Machinations graphs. So, Charlie, you sort of mentioned some things to me earlier on when I put this out and saying, has anyone used this?
Yeah, well, this little animation, is it playing? It doesn't look like it's going, but immediately caught my eye in the sense of like when you want to be designing economies or RNG sort of engines for random occurrences of things for players to find within your world, whether it's a currency economy or an item economy, it looks super helpful.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But we haven't.
Is this the animation? This is the one.
This is the animation. This is it going. So we can see. Now, none of us have used this yet. So we're talking kind of out of our behinds a little bit. But it looks really interesting. Yeah, first impressions, it looks really interesting. I have come across this before. I read this paper probably 7 or 8 years ago, maybe more. I've been doing my PhD for a long time, so still going. Yeah, that's when I came across it. But it's certainly gone a lot further now than what it has. So what I'd really like to do is, and I think Charlie, you were talking, you're kind of keen to use this next time you've got an economy to design.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like the current project, one of them is sort of like a card battler where we're thinking of numbers of cards, the RNG element of finding cards and like how many packs and what in there, and then also designing number of like abilities that interact and things like that. So having a system like this where we could really visualize the chances of X amount of cards to be found, because I think that's the hardest thing is like if you want to make a deck, how many cards should that deck have? You got to consider what the card battle game is itself, and the length of it as well. So, and then creating charts and tables of these things is my usual method. Takes a long time. Whereas if I could throw in some values, it'd be like, instead of mining, I'd have card packs, 10, X amount of cards, chance of rolling for a chance of finding this card, I can definitely see potential in this for any project I use in the future.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe we'll get you to give us a bit of a rundown when you actually do that, and you can show us how it works.
Well, they have a like a free use version of it, right? Which I assume.
Of course they do. I mean, it's an online company for gamers. How many games are going to pay? Yeah. So I don't know what the limitations are. Pricing plans. Let's have a quick look. So there's the free, forever free.
That does look
forever free. Sounds good.
Public account. Oh, public account. So
everyone can see what you're doing. Yeah.
50,000 events, users per month. Top-up events. Oh, that's pretty cheap. Simulations, performance, one-time single thread, AI balancer. Okay. So $15 a month. I guess if you're using it a lot, that's not too bad. Private account. So if you want to keep things private, that sounds fair enough. I can imagine you probably would, yeah?
Definitely.
Someone just
trying
comes
to make it. takes your economy for their game. Yeah, you kind of look like it.
Oh, this
Public
economy
is
looks
fine for
good.
testing.
And you get 20,000 events per user month. Human chat support. Yeah, sure. Issue response, right? And then pro. So I guess if you're running a studio, you would probably go the pro, $150 a month. Looks a lot more, obviously, involved there. Yeah, so lots of opportunities. Case. So there's some people who are using this. So we've got Amazon Game Studios. Some of these I know. Funcom. I know Wooga is a German game company. They sort of make it's quite interesting. Look, when it comes to the games industry, there are those like Wooga, for instance. Have you guys heard of Wooga?
No, I haven't heard of Wooga.
This one right here. So Wooga it's been around for a long time.
No.
Zynga actually is probably you've heard of Zynga.
Which one? Oh, on the right. Yes, I've seen
On the right.
Zynga. I've seen the logo. Haven't heard it read out loud.
Have they?
Big Fish I've heard of as well.
Big Fish. So these are kind of games as a business type companies in many ways, I would say. Like they're more the business side. So they do like mobile type. They focus on mobile type games.
Yeah,
stuff
focus
like
on
that.
revenue, making money.
Revenue, yeah. It'd be nice. Wouldn't it be nice to sort of be able to have someone like that in your team who you could just tell to shut up occasionally, but then also who would give you
Great advice.
Yeah, exactly. How the hell do we make money out of this?
Yeah,
the business side of things as well. So a lot of these, it's interesting. Yeah, a lot of the people who are obviously paying for it are ones who. It's quite interesting. They must be they see the value in applying like a system like this where they can sort of see exactly what is going on. And perhaps, as we were saying before, there's also that idea of, how hard do we make it, before we offer, hey, do you want to buy some coins to get, or some jewels, or is to get through to the next part of this this thing as well.
Well, yeah, exactly. It speeds up all the sort of guesswork and stuff that you do, and just see real numbers based on those percentages.
I'm surprised we don't see any gambling games actually.
Yeah, interesting that there's a lot of universities. I guess they're all using things for research and whatnot.
Well, I think they're just happy to see an academic project get into like to be successful in the industry. It's very rare. I mean, I've got some other things we'll talk about if we get time. But there is this sort of gap between the industry and research for various reasons, which I'm happy to talk about, but don't need to go into now. So the other thing that's interesting is that they've gone beyond games. So obviously there's games, gamification, which you guys heard of gamification?
Yeah,
you're not familiar with gamification? Yeah.
No, I am.
Yeah. So gamification, doesn't that just mean giving badges to doing things?
Well, I feel like every app is gamified now. They give you little tiny goals to complete and keep you engaged. Bizarrely,
even games are gamified, aren't they? Like I thought it was quite weird when Steam came up with its Steam achievements. It's like, hang on, that's from gamification.
Yeah.
So it came from games, went outside games, and then came back to games in gamifying games. Okay.
Gamifying everything to do with games, the stores, the way we share them.
I have no idea what tokenomics are. What's iGaming?
I think this is the gambling stuff. The iGaming.
Oh.
Okay, here it is. It's under a different guise.
That's to make it sound nicer. That's to that's the polished turd.
iGaming. It just makes me
I've never heard of it.
Attach it to Apple.
Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. But there's also financial as well, which is quite interesting. So, because it models economies. And so, You could see economists maybe using this stuff to plan. Here in Australia, we've got our treasurer using machinations to plan the economy. Just see that happening. But also manufacturing. I mean, it makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
It actually makes sense, with manufacturing, and also healthcare. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Okay.
So I'm really impressed. I mean, I think this is a real success story for games research, game design research of all things as well, which is a very small subset of game studies, they call it, and it's really doing really well. I think this sort of says that there's a lot of potential out there if you can do something well. And I think the problem, as I said, we'll talk about some of the other things out there, such as game design patterns and the Game Ontology project, which I think are not done so well in relation to being useful for designers. They might be useful for academics, but when it comes to actually designers who are doing stuff, who are designing games, I think Machinations has managed to really hit on it, and it's obviously doing really well. It's succeeded, which is fantastic to see. Yes, so I mean, this is UML in a visual state. I think maybe a specialized version of UML.
Bit more interactive and
not as dull.
Informative.
Yeah. Because it says here, design, create a play-testable digital twin of your system using Lean, Turing complete universal modeling language, born in academia and used by professionals worldwide. Yeah. So I don't know whether he extended UML or whether he just took UML and made it graphical. I'm not sure. I'd have to check that. Cool.